Mr. Edwards?
Mr. Arthur, just very quickly, could you remind all of us what is the original purpose of Asylum?
The original purpose of Asylum is to ensure that individuals who have been persecuted on account of race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion are not returned to that persecution. And
so is it your observation that that purpose is being used as it's intended today, or is it in some way being abused?
Absolutely not. It's not being used in the manner that it should be. And very briefly, when you read interviews in the newspapers, you hear them on the press, people are coming here because they're fleeing poverty, they're fleeing crime, they're looking for a better life. Those are all, and I can understand that, and I can understand the instinct for doing that. None of those things are a basis for asylum. Right now, the Biden administration has admitted so many people into the United States that there are 1.4 million plus individuals currently applying for asylum in this country. Representative Biggs, Mr. Chairman Biggs, had talked about 84 months for people to be put into proceedings. It's actually much worse than that. Some of those people aren't even going to start the asylum process until 2032 at the New York office. They're not even going to get into proceedings to begin the 4+ year process to apply for asylum. And that's bad in a couple of ways, Mr. Edwards. One, people who come here and make bogus claims are taking advantage of the humanitarian instincts of the American people and making it less likely that future people who truly need asylum are going to get it. Two, the more quickly that we can get asylum for an individual who truly deserves it, the more quickly that person is, one, going to be able to get their life in order here, but two, and more importantly, bring relatives back home who probably are either persecuted because of very similar claims or because of their relationship to the primary asylum applicant to this country. We want to give people asylum as quickly as possible who deserve asylum. But right now there are so many people filing bogus, weak, or non-existent claims. It's gumming up the system. It's denying justice all around.
And so I think I hear you saying that there's a distinct difference between folks that are coming here for a better way of life and those folks that really are fearful of persecution for the reasons that you mentioned.
Absolutely, and it's ruining the asylum system, sir.
All right. Thank you. Sheriff, have you seen an increase in unaccompanied minors coming across the border?
We don't see that here in Cochise County. What we see, probably 80–90% what we see, Congressman, is single male adults, ages 20 to 30 years of age, very healthy, camouflage from booty to headgear. We see very, very few children and females coming through Cochise County.
But you do see children in America working to help cartels smuggle immigrants across the border. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I believe last year, and again, top of my head here, I don't stab right in front of me. Last year, just in Cochise County, what we were addressing, we had over, I believe it was 89 to 100 juvenile drivers smuggling for the cartels that we took into custody and got our hands on.
And how much do they earn to smuggle a body across the border?
Unfortunately, that's another illusion. They advertise $2,500 safe routes through Cochise County, easy money that's lucrative to these young kids, these vulnerable minds. And when they finally get to their destinations, it's always different, let's put it that way, what they actually get paid. But it's, for these young people, it's a lot of money.
So who's advertising to these young people that they can make $2,500?
The cartels, the criminal cartels.
And what method are they using to advertise?
Social media and all apps. Pretty much any social media app, the popular ones are all over there.
Mr. Ladd, why is your property a primary crossing point for illegal activity?
Well, number one, there's a good infrastructure system in Mexico. We have a port of entry at Naco, Arizona, Naco, Sonora, and it's pretty easy terrain. And originally, Border Patrol, I believe, deliberately put them into Cochise County, thinking that they wouldn't climb over the Huachuca Mountains or the Peloncillo Mountains to the east. So the terrain's too rough. But, and then the Highway 92 is 3 miles from the border. So you got a 3-mile walk, you get loaded up and you're gone.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for being a part of this solution.
I will, if I could add to who benefits from this, you look at the NGOs that are getting subsidized for taking care of the illegals. They're making millions of dollars on a service that I think is corrupted, in my opinion.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, I yield back.